can really take the map and drive the instructor inside the classroom and link it to the M step, then everything will move. You see it?
Ladies, third grade teachers, could you tell me, how do you think this professional development was for you today?
Easy. It was productive. It was exciting. They will never leave Mr. Hurt's advising.
Because the schools that I've worked with, the teachers I've worked with, their scores just go through the roof, because what I do is I talk about practical stuff that's practical. Because I'm a former teacher and also I'm a principal, so I'm gonna be telling you guys things that I know will work in your classroom.
For booking, please visit S. Hurt School Turnaround Special.
So I believe that, if everybody say it can't get done, I'm like, yes it can, why not? I said, if these kids can't read, then I'm not gonna promote them. All this, mom, dad, I'm gonna look you in your face and say this kid can't read. We let them down. School, parents, we let them down, but I'm not gonna take them to the next grade knowing that they're not at grade level. It's funny because I'm always like, okay, how are schools successful? Well, schools are successful when they demand greatness. Greatness doesn't come. We're about to make history. We're about to learn. We're about to grow. We're about to make history. And then, mark my words, it's going to be other school districts, other places around it that's going to be doing this thing. We're going to be the first model. And I'm speaking that into existence, okay?
For booking, please visit shurtschoolturnaroundspecialist.com.
Good morning, everyone. This is Sean Hurt with another powerful Saturday morning podcast. And this morning, you are for a treat. We're going to talk about the 9 tips for teacher in the inner city and world school. 9 tips. So if you are a teacher, admin, you work in the world school, inner city, you must be on this podcast. You have to be on it. Last week, we went to a whole nother level. This week, we're going to a next level. And then also, I got some other things to share on my podcast that was just released last week. So you need to tune in. So give me 2 minutes so I get all of my Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube people in. And when you come in, let me know where you're coming from. Put your name, where you're coming from. Let's show some love. I'm going to be on to 10:30. We got Create and Educate at 10:30. Then we got Principal Fele at 11. And then on Sunday, we have Josh Tarver. We call ourselves the Fantastic Four. So I need 2 minutes to get all my people in, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Give me about 2 minutes, and we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm excited on this one. This one is going to be, you're talking about inner city, something that I believe we need to talk about more. We need to discuss. We need to have these conversations with. We need to have this. I cannot wait to be able to bring this information to you. So I got all my Facebook folks in. Let me see what's going on LinkedIn. Stay with me, stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. Stay with me on this morning. Stay with me. I am bringing it. I am bringing it. I told you, I said, this information we got to give to the people. I'm sorry about that. I am sorry. My microphone my thing just fell off. So we're good on. Let me make sure I got everybody. I'm sorry about that. My camera, camera fell off, but we're good. We're good. All right. 30 more seconds. I'm gonna give my shout out. I'm pumped up as you can see. I'm excited. I'm pumped up. I cannot wait to share. I think we're good. I think that we're good. Let me make sure that we're good. I got my boy Greg Dawson in the house. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. You guys doing some big things. I can't wait for those schools to get the information that Greg Dawson and the team have. I can't wait. I can't wait till you guys see what he is doing. He's doing some things that I've never seen done in education. So I'm happy for that. So good morning to you, Greg. Let's see who's rocking with me this morning. Let me go on this chat. And you still got time to hit that share button. Let me go on this chat. I want to see who's with me this morning. Things is jumping. So I got Dr. Houston in the house. Good morning to you, Dr. Houston from South Carolina. My sister in education. Much love to you. Much love to you. I got Stacy Joy in the house back. Good morning. So happy to be back from my East Coast vacation. Hopefully you had some fun, some sun, some entertainment. I know a lot of folks was going to that Beyonce concert. I saw the boots. I saw the hat. So hey, I don't know, Miss Joy, did you go to the Beyonce concert? Did you stop by and see Beyonce and Jay-Z and them? Good morning to you, Mr. David Bell from Ben Harbor, Michigan. Good morning to you, Rashard Davis from Vegas in the house 702. Thanks for rocking with me on this morning. Good morning to you. I got my boy Greg Dawson. Good morning to you. I got Dr. Jeter from Illinois. What's up, Dr. Jeter? Much love to you. You know, your energy, Dr. Jeter, thank you for all your support. Much love to you down in Illinois. I got Jasmine Harris from California. Good morning to you, Jasmine Harris. I got September Vance Daniels from Orange, Jersey. Give me one more minute. I'm going through my list. Good morning to you. Good morning to you from Orange, Jersey. Who else we got rocking with me? I got Melissa Jones-Chuno. Good morning, Melissa Jones-Chuno in the house. Y'all got me excited. We got some good stuff to share. I got Candace Sherrod from Mississippi, Pearl, Mississippi. Good morning to you. I got Trina Fletcher in the house. Good morning to you, Trina Fletcher. I got my mentor, my boy, the best to ever do it. I got Principal Fele in the house. Principal Fele in the house, my man. I saw the pictures from your retreat. I wish I was there. I had some things that I was doing with a school, but it looked like it was fun. Those pictures. I am going next year. I'm going to Principal Fele's retreat next year. I was jealous. I saw all of my friends there. I'll be there next year, Principal Fele. I got Dorinda Bikes in the house. Good morning to you. I'm gonna stop on my last one. I got Superintendent Candace Bethea. Hey, we got to connect, Miss Bethea. We got to connect. I'm ready. I am ready. So let's stop right there. And once again, good morning, everybody. I'm excited. I'm pumped up. And once again, we're going to talk about the 9 tips to teach in the inner city. We got principals. We got people online now that's working, teaching, consulting in the inner city and rural schools. And we need to get these teachers tips. I don't care what systems you have in place. I don't care what you do. If you don't have those teachers in the classroom with the strategies to be able to manage the classroom and teach, everything that's going to take place will be for naught. So I'm going to give you the tips and things of that nature. But also I got some other stuff to do. And we'll probably do a part 2, but that's fine. All right. I always ask the question, what is keeping you up at night, educators? What is the 1 or 2 things that is keeping you up at night as an educator? I always start with that. I always like to get the feedback put in the chat. What is keeping me up at night as an educator is this. Hold on for 1 second. I want to make sure we got everything going. What's keeping me up at night as an educator is that what are we doing with our inner city and rural schools? What are we actually doing with that? Me personally, I'm going to put a post up. I believe that we can fix every inner city and rural school with the right strategies, with the right teaching, with the just putting the best practices in these schools. I truly believe that. But what's keeping me up at night is that, are we implementing these things to transform our schools? Are we implementing the things to transform our inner city and rural schools so they can be great? That's what's keeping me up at night. Just the other day, report card grades came out. And I'm going to talk about that. Some schools that I've worked with, report card grades was excellent. And then I'm looking at other schools in inner city. Then I'm like, my God, 4 years in a row, an F. You only got 3% proficiency. So in reading and math at the middle school, PSAT scores are down. SAT scores, you're averaging at 820. So those are the things that's keeping me up at night as an educators. Let me know what's keeping you up at night as an educator. What are those things that's keeping you up at night as an educator? What's going on in my world? What's going on in education is that I want to give a big shout out to Superintendent Pamela Williams from Pontiac, Michigan. I was with her school this past week. She's at a high school and spent the whole day doing some work with them. I always spend a whole day working with the teachers, the leadership team, and by God, she is taking it to the next level. I told you I was going to brag about you. Pamela Williams taking it to the next level. Her NWA scores from the previous year at the high school. We're not talking about her, we get the elementary, we get the middle school, but what about the high school? What's going on at the high school? She is killing it at the high school. So hats off to you, Pamela Williams, and your team. I'm excited to work with you guys this year. Man, your foundation is good. Hats off to you. Much love to you. Let's take your high school to a whole nother level. So salute to you and your team. Pamela Williams out of Pontiac, Michigan. Also, I want to give a big salute to Dr. Catherine Kuhn from Tucson, Arizona. She texted me on Tuesday at 9:55, and she said, Mr. Hurt, our report card grade came out, and we got a B. We got a B for the second year. Why is that important? Because when she started as the principal of a middle school, 600 plus kids, 4 years ago, the report card grade was an F. I'm going to say this again. When she started 4 years ago as the principal of this middle school in Tucson, Arizona, the report card grade was an F. Now, the last 2 years, her report card grade has been a B. I've been working with the school. We wrote up our sleeves, the things that I'm going to talk about today. She implemented. She's doing some big things in less than 2 years. She went from an F to a B. So I don't want to hear all of that. It takes 5 years, 6 years. No, it doesn't. If you put the work in place, you can move your school immediately. Oh, I'm fired up on that one. So I want to say that. Big shout out to you. Give me 2 more minutes. We're going to get to the commentary. Man, I need more time. Oh, my God. The other thing is that all of my NWA MAP schools, listen to Mr. Hurt. Listen to school turnaround principal, Mr. Hurt. They have released the new 2025 norm chart. So I'm going to show it to you. If you do not have this, you are in trouble. So it just got released. Look right here. Everybody look at me, please. Look at the screen. If you are an NWA school or district, it is millions of you guys. Do not use the old norms chart. Don't use the one from 2020. 4 days ago, they just released this. Look at it. So take the picture, please. Take the picture, please. I'm giving you information that your district don't even have. That's why you got to be part of this. I'm giving you information. Hurt, we didn't know about this. Well, now you do. You have to, and this is what I want you to do. You're going to make a copy and give it to all 45, 50 of your educators in your building. 2025 new norms chart. It is right here. So hopefully everybody sees it. Everybody got it. Let me get off of there. Yep. That's the norms chart. So I'm going to stop sharing. All right. I told you, listen, I'm giving you information that you don't got. Your district might not have it, but make sure you use that. All right. Let's get started. It says we're going to talk about the 9 tips for teaching in the inner city. But before I give you the 9 tips, we're going to watch a 3-minute video. All right. As we watch this video, team, this is the questions I want you to ask yourself. It's a 7-minute video, but we're going to watch the first 3 minutes. What thoughts do you have as a teacher or an administrator as you're watching this video? What thoughts do you have as a teacher or an administrator as you watch these 3-minute videos? I want you to really think about it. Don't just watch it, but think about you as that teacher in the classroom, as that administrator, as that superintendent over the whole district, okay? So give me 1 second. We want to make sure that we got things straight. Hold on real quick. All right, make sure the volume is good.
Has many distinctions, but one of its more dubious ones is that it has one of the most segregated school systems in the country. Schools with predominantly
Let me go to the beginning.
New York City has many distinctions, but one of its more dubious ones is that it has one of the most segregated school systems in the country. Schools with predominantly black and brown students fall way behind majority white schools in achievement levels. Tonight, special correspondent Charlene Hunter-Gault, in her regular series on solutions to racism, talks with a principal in the Brownsville section of Brooklyn who's attempting to defy the odds.
Nadia Lopez, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You started a school in one of the poorest and also one of the most violent areas of New York City, Brownsville. Why?
Pretty much the Department of Education decided that the area of need was Brownsville, and my proposal fit the bill.
What kind of proposal was it?
My proposal really was a STEM-focused school at the time, science, technology, engineering, and math. So I wanted to empower children of color to be represented in industries that's underrepresented by people of color.
But you described your early days at this school as insane. Why and how insane did it get?
I literally had a child set fire to the bathroom. I would have children choke each other out to the point that the eyes would start rolling back. I had parents come in my office, put down their bags and ready to fight just because they thought I might have said something to their child that was what they considered out of pocket or inappropriate. There was challenges in terms of the academics. And so these children were made to feel as though they weren't going to accomplish much. And unfortunately, they came from households where parents weren't as educated. So it started with the children, and then the parents soon fell in line, but that took hard work.
You also talked about teachers that you had to work with because they were not engaged.
One of the things that I had to do with my teachers is actually walk them around the community for them to see what we're up against every single day. And so once my teachers were able to see it from the ground, by us actually walking through the housing developments and seeing for themselves the lack of employment, the lack of resources, so many young men who are on the streets at 12, 1 in the afternoon, who are doing nothing. This is drawing our kids every single day. So when they leave us at 2:30 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, that's all they know, to hang out on the streets and have no other purpose.
So actually having the teachers see where these young people come from help them to be more engaged.
Yes, we have to start engaging in the solutions to combat what are the problems that exist here in Brownsville. When you sit with a child who's been misbehaving and they talk about the anger that they've had since they were 6 because their father left, or you speak to a child who themselves have had children, right, in middle school, or you have a child who's competing with 7 other kids in a household and they live in a 2-bedroom apartment.
Stop right there. I'm gonna stop sharing. All right. Please, okay, so the question, I'm gonna get into my 9 tips, so I'm gonna go a little different. Talk to me about what are your thoughts as you heard this principal and Principal Kafele. I saw your comments. He said he had her as a guest so he can attest to the work that she's doing and things of that nature. What are your thoughts as a teacher or an administrator? Put it in the chat. What are your thoughts? One thing that kind of resonated to me was that she took her teachers around the neighborhood to see exactly where the kids are coming from, you know, where they're living at, the situation that they're in order to get a deeper understanding regarding what's taking place, what's going to come into you inside of the classroom. This is what we're doing. They're coming in another 3 or 4 weeks to your school. So we got to make sure everyone is prepared for that. That's why I'm talking about the 9 tips, you know, and how to teach and educate in the inner city and rural schools. So give me some feedback. I want you to put it in the chat. You still got time to hit that share button. This is the work we have to do. This is non-negotiable. I see someone's Conscious Saraj said gut-wrenching video. We got Crystal Wallace said absolutely. You need to know where they come from because it will change your mindset on how you reach them. That is so true. We have Kimberly Letitia says, I agree with Dr. Wallace. We have Principal Fele. You know, he said I had her a couple of years ago. Let's put it in the chat what it is, okay? So now you're saying, Hurt, all right, we saw the video. We understand this is what we're dealing with. Now, what can we do? What can I do? What can take place that we can get prepared to be able to fix our role in inner cities? How can I become a B school? How can I become an A school? How can I have high test scores? How can I make sure that kids aren't wilding out and parents are just going crazy? What does that look like? All right. So I'm going to talk about some of the tips. I'm going to go slow. I have about 7 more minutes, so stay with me. The first one, in no particular order, I want to make sure I got my pen. The first one is that always show respect to students and be mindful of their perception. Always show respect to students and be mindful of their perception regarding you. Be mindful of their perception regarding you. I'm going to say this again, always. Not sometimes, not 30% of the times, not 60% of the time. Always show respect. What does that mean? What does that look like? I'm not going to lower the standard in the classroom or at the school. I'm going to still have high standard, but I'm going to call you by your first and last name. I'm not going to give you a nickname. I'm going to call you by your first and last name. I'm going to treat you with respect. I'm going to make sure my classroom is in a way that treats you with respect. Well, what you mean by the classroom? How can the classroom can't talk classroom? Yes, yeah. Clean up your classroom. Make sure your classroom is organized. Make sure there's artifacts around the classroom that treats the kids with respect. Okay. And also be mindful of their perception regarding you. A student knows if you like them or don't like them. A student knows if you're just in there getting a paycheck. Also, principal, you got to make sure that you are in those classrooms, making sure those teachers are not treating those kids like they're a piece of dirt. I'm going to say this again. Principals, you must make sure that you're in the classrooms, making sure those teachers do not treat those kids like a piece of dirt. So that's the first thing. Always show respect. All right, next one. Because I'm looking at my list. Set clear, constant expectations and apply rules equitably for smoother classroom management. Set clear and constant expectations and apply rules for smoother classroom management. Make sure your expectations are clear. Make sure that they're consistent. You can't say Monday, Tuesday, we're going to do this, and Thursday, Friday, you do this. Make sure that they're clear and consistent expectations in your classroom. High school teacher, middle school teacher, and elementary teacher. How do I know? I was a teacher before. So I know that when it was clear and consistent, my classroom management was good. I'm gonna say this again. When my expectations was clear and consistent, my classroom management was good. Hit that share button. Let me know if this is sounding good. You say, Hurt, I know this. Well, if we know this, then our schools would be so much better. So somewhere we're missing the point from it coming from Mr. Hurt's podcast to the district, to the school, to the classroom. Somewhere it's falling through the cracks. You understand what I'm saying? Somewhere, because if it wasn't falling through the cracks, we wouldn't be having schools with F grades and D grades. We wouldn't be having all of the frustration and things of that nature. We wouldn't be having teachers and admin fighting and all those things. Make sure that your expectations are clear and consistent. Stay with me, everybody. Please hit that share button. Let me know where you're coming from. We got 2 more minutes. I know I got 9 tips. I know I'm going slow. I'm not going to rush through this because at the end of the day, if you use 2 or 3 of these tips, it's going to help you out as an educator. All right. Next one. Offer frequent positive feedback, especially to underperforming students, to boost their confidence. Offer frequent positive feedback. Write it down, please. Especially to underperforming students, but all students, but especially the underperforming students, to boost their confidence. The more feedback that we give to students to let them know where they're at, let them know what's taking place, let them know where they stand, the better those kids will be. They will have confidence. It's just like if someone said, Mr. Hurt, man, I really love that outfit, or Mr. Hurt, I really like your shirt or your glasses. Mr. Hurt, I like your watch. That positive feedback makes me feel good. Oh man, really? You really like my shirt? You really like my watch? That positive feedback goes a long way. Let's take it back to the classroom. Offer frequent positive feedback. Please, pretty please with sugar on top, please do this. Offer the positive feedback to the students. It will boost their confidence. Start with day one. Feedback, positive feedback. And feedback could be positive, but you can also allow for correction to take place inside of the feedback. And someone put feedback must be very specific. Yes, specific feedback goes a long way. So I'm gonna stop right there, man. The time went by. It's 10:29. So let me stop right there because I want to make sure everybody tunes into Create and Educate. We're gonna do a part 2 next week. You got to bring your friends here because we're talking about something that's going to take place in 3 more weeks. You're working in inner city, you're working in rural schools. These are the tips as a principal, superintendent, teacher, coach, whatever you are, that's going to help you out. So I'm going to stop right there. Last thing is that, once again, I am offering professional development. Make sure you inbox me, say, Hurt, hey, could you come to my school and do this PD on whatever it may be? I still got some openings for the upcoming school year. So thank you very much. Please go on my YouTube page, subscribe, give me the love, give me the emojis, share this out, show this at your staff meeting. Do what you got to do. I want to take schools to the next level, but I need your help. I need you to talk about it. I need you to be able to talk about, hey, Sean Hurt is doing his work. So more schools can know about it, more schools can get it. So thank you. May God bless you. Have a blessed week. I see you same time, same place next week.